What is going on, you guys? This is Bach the Rock, and today, guys, we're gonna hop into trying to get done with the camos. Um, oh, they're gonna have a new operator pack. But today, guys, we're gonna be doing our camo hunting. I am going to be talking to a friend of mine on Discord, so if you guys want to give me a tidbit of a moment to get set up, and I will, just started live streaming, so if the chat can hear you, just not much. What you guys up to today? Well, I'm just getting back into Call of Duty, doing my camo rounds. Good news is, so I just let everybody know, I have all my assault rifles dark mattered. I have all my submachine guns dark mattered. Shotguns dark mattered. LMGs dark mattered. Need to work on my marksman rifles and sniper rifles, but one, I got up to the granite. Got my pistols dark mattered. Got most of my melee weapons dark mattered, except the newest, which is the Olympia. And out of my melee weapons, I got from the knife to the size dark mattered. So I'm working on the nunchakus, which is I have to get 3 kills without dying. I'm pretty sure it'll carry over. Now, well, if it does, it does. Well, if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Speaking of which, are you guys going to download Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Masters or Master Duels? You should see about that. Oh, I wanted to send you a notification about it earlier. There is. What? I don't know. I thought you had your party thing on, okay? Okay. Well, I just say, just to be on the safe side, if you accidentally turn allow voice sharing on.
You're dead.
Anyway, but no, there is a game that's been popular. It's based off of a Musume. No, but just hear me out. But it's based off of a Musume, pretty much, and it's basically a horse derby kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about? But Rolf, you know what I'm talking about?
Eyes on truck top. Located shock charge.
If it's EA Sports, then that's basically their thing.
Eyes on.
Oh, but no, you heard what I said, right? About that new game that just popped up. It's one of those new gacha games where you draw cards and whatever you get, it depends on the rarity. Well, no, this one actually looks pretty cool and it's popular on YouTube. No, this one, I'm being honest, this one is actually pretty fun looking, and basically it's based off of an anime.
Enemy top charge.
not all the time you have to do money. You can earn stuff through the through events and vice versa. Well, I'm trying to remember the name, but I know it has the word "pretty derby" in it. I think it was called like if I can say it right, Uda Musume, where basically it's a bunch of girls who run like horses.
Spotted blast trap.
Well, it's not bad. I mean, like, every popular YouTuber's been playing it. Like, Tectone, frickin' Asmongold, everybody's been playing it.
Get your asses back to base.
I mean, it didn't look bad from my perspective. But then again, you do make fun of me for some of the animes I watch at some point.
But much.
But speaking of which, how are you today, Jesse? Whew. All right, let's see. All right, chat. So before we get the nitty gritty, I'm gonna bring you guys up to speed on the melee. So, like I said, we're working on the nunchakus. I have to get 3 kills without dying 10 times. And then when I get to it, I have to get the dark matter, which I have to get 3 triple kills or better with the nunchakus. And then we'll have to work on the Kali sticks and the pickaxe. And I know everybody's asked me, well, when are you going to get into Warzone? When are you going to get into stuff like that? I'm getting into it. What's going on, Mean Bird? Hey. You want me to throw the thing? You don't bat me in the hand.
Team deathmatch. Neutralize all threats.
Incoming grenade.
3 kills without dying. This is gonna be a.
That's a kill.
Okay. But hey, Jesse, to get your input, what
Nice. We're pulling ahead.
oh, all right. Sounds fair.
Crack.
Damn it, we lost the lead.
Not trying to ruin his focus, that's for sure. What the hell? So me. No, hang on. So Mean Bird, if you missed the conversation, I was just talking to my buddy Rolf. You can't hear him because he doesn't have his. You can't hear him because he doesn't allow voice sharing. But basically, I was telling him about a gotcha game, but it's called Ura Musume, and it's called Pretty Derby. So basically, and most popular YouTubers have been playing it, like Tectone, Asmongold, and everybody seems to enjoy it, even though it's one of those gotcha games where basically they're like lucky pulls and stuff, and then you have to, basically train up your team. But basically, from what I gathered from the gameplay, looking at it, you're basically a trainer, and you pick one of the musumes who are pretty much our horse girls, and you train them. And basically, you train them with speed, guts, all kinds of specials, plus but basically that's how the game goes. But then you participate them through races and stuff, and then depending on how you train them, their abilities and vice versa rise up. Yeah, so look it up on YouTube. They're like horse girls, but they're not really they're not like the monster kind of deal. They're like girls with horse attributes, like the horse ears, horse tails, and stuff like that. But they're completely human. I'm telling you, there's popular YouTubers that play it, like Tectone, Asmongold. I'm just saying, the way the game looks, it actually looks pretty good. And I like games for playing and how they function. And chat, before y'all start cracking jokes, Scout's honor that I basically play games for the fun, no matter if they're gotcha games or vice versa. Scout's honor on that. I don't play them for no other reason. Just like if I watch anime, I watch them for the storyline, nothing else. Scout's honor on that too. Just before anybody starts cracking jokes in the chat. Ah.
Sniper, hug dirt.
And it's too bad I don't have Steam, otherwise I would give the game a try. But the thing is, like I said, that game I was just telling you about, that gotcha game, the what?
Hostile stun.
Well, I never even spend money on gotcha games. To be honest, Chad, and I'm being honest, every time I played a gotcha game, like some gotcha games I've actually played, like Dragon Ball, like some of the Dragon Ball Z games, I always get good pulls with luck of the draw. And if you guys don't know gotcha games, just to give you clarity, basically whatever rarity you get depends on the stars you get. So, like, if you get a 5 in an SSR, which means super secret rare, that means it's really good. If you get anything lower than that, I mean, it could still be in the good category, but at the same time, you'd have to be very cautious with how you use it. And if it sounds like I'm talking down or sounding rude, I do apologize in advance, so that's not my intention. What? What do you mean by that?
Charlie shock charge.
Okay, let's try this again. If you're using an acronym I don't understand, that's why I would say what.
RCXD rolling out.
Oh, you're talking about your game. Okay, sorry. Let's see.
How's it
Hang
feel?
on. What do you call it? Give him the good news.
If I would have gotten that guy, it would have been one more 3 kills. Oh, but no, I heard they did a gotcha game for Sekirei. I heard about that. Ugh. So, you know. Rolf, you said you had Steam, right? Why? I'm just asking you to do it here, but why don't you look up that game I was telling you about? I'm not saying to play it. I'm saying just look at the previews or the trailers and vice versa. It's okay. All right. Well, and as I said, the game didn't look that bad from how I looked at the perspective. I mean, like any other gacha game, like the Dragon Ball Z one, it technically is like well, not all of them are. Well, to be honest with God,
Overdrive. Build your combat
well, to
squad
be
and
honest with
up.
me, when I do the gacha games, what I always do is if they say like, well, a task is going to take 3 days or vice versa, what I always do is like I do something else until the timer runs out. So like, say if I was live streaming, and I'm just throwing this as an example, but say I'm live streaming Dragon Ball Z Legacy or something like that. I'm just throwing an example out here. But let's say I'm doing that and I'm doing a task, and they say, "Oh, well, you have to wait 3 days." What I would do is I would keep the app, not keep the app running, but put the app in sleep mode, let the timer run out while I'm doing something else, and then completely 100% just do something else, like live stream or vice versa. Get back here. But you get what I'm saying, though?
Standing down. Sniper working.
Oh, trust me, I don't know how, but I heard the sound of an illegal firework blow up. No, that's not good.
Giving up the lead.
It was loud that it sounded like someone blew up an EMP bomb. It was that loud.
What is your problem?
What? but Jesse, your thoughts on that gotcha game I was talking about earlier? I was asking Jesse there, Rolf. I mean, I'm not trying to sound rude. I mean, but you heard most of what I was talking about. That one game I was telling you about that's popular on YouTube. It's called Urda. Chat, if I butcher the name, I apologize. But it's called Uda Musume Pretty Derby. And like I explained to Rolf, basically it's where you play as a trainer, and you have to and you get a trainee who's a horse girl. Where basically they have the horse ear, horse tail, but they're all human, and basically you train them to race technically. But you boost their speed, their guts, their specialty, and their friendship levels with other trainees. And you basically it's basically a gotcha game that you train up. I mean, what's your thoughts on it? Okay. Hey, like I said, it's been popular on YouTube, and if you look on YouTube, like you type in. No, I guarantee you not. I mean, go ahead and look it up on YouTube. No. Okay, then you lost your mind or you're too high, okay? Because see, I am trying to...
Hostile grenade!
They're right where we want them. Finish the job.
I am telling you.
Watch it! Sniper!
Okay, but Jesse, I am telling you the truth. There's no smile hide behind my voice. I am telling you the truth. The game is actually pretty good. From the way I saw it, how it was played, and the fact that every popular YouTuber's been playing it. I mean, they said it's like it's called. Again, chat. Sorry if I butchered the name. It's called Oda Musume Pretty Derby. It's called. Yeah. I just read the description and then look at the trailer. That's all I ask you to do. No, they do not. What is the matter with you? What? Oh, wait. But anyway, okay. But while you're focusing on the FaceTime, Jesse, does it really look that bad? Like, seriously. Because, like I said, it basically, the gameplay doesn't look that bad. basically you play as a trainee, and you help one of them, depending on who you get, try to get up to the high leagues. It shouldn't be that bad. It's basically just like any other gacha game. Like you get a character, you train them up to max level, then you help the next character and train them up to max level. You know, that's basically just what it is.
Losing B. Losing Bravo. We lost B.
Enemies tagged. I'm not your enemy.
They've taken the lead.
Enemies tagged. Enemies tagged. Enemies tagged. Heads down, sniper. Eyes on shot charge. Enemies tagged.
Losing Alpha.
Get down, frag. Enemies tagged. Enemy thermal. Enemies tagged.
If you got me on voice chat shared, it's Box the Rock. You gotta be careful there, bud.
Locking down Bravo. Losing A.
Okay. You would go under the. Hold on. If it's PlayStation, you would have to go under your. Under the. Under the 3 lines, and then you would hit that, and then it would go down to share your voice. Okay. 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 I just wanted to be sure, man.
Taking Bravo underway.
Well, I will be fair. On my judgment, sometimes they can be scammy, sometimes they can't be, and it depends on what one you get.
Net call, napalm strike, inbound.
Well, I mean, I know I have a buddy of mine who's playing the High School DxD gacha game, and he said the game's pretty good. But he also said that basically sometimes he would have a few bugs here and there, but he would basically just go with the flow.
Taking C.
See what I'm saying?
Zone A secure.
Enemies tagged.
We're losing Alpha. Securing C.
Enemies tagged.
Okay.
Securing B.
Okay.
Enemies tagged.
Well, but if I may step in, because I know some of those quacks never understand exactly what's what. But it also depends.
Citrus,
Enemies tagged.
LTVR incoming. Hostile RCXD in your AO.
Well, right.
Losing Bravo.
Enemy spring mine.
Losing B.
Because, well, plus it also depends on the luck of the draw.
Bravo lost.
Like, I mean, I'm not trying to defend it. I mean, some countries I can understand.
Enemies
Knocking down
tagged.
Bravo. Hostile UAV established overhead. Losing A.
Enemies tagged. Enemies tagged.
Taking B. Secured. Enemy napalm strike
Enemies
incoming.
tagged.
Knocking down Charlie.
It was only a matter of time. Enemies tagged. Enemy Molotov incoming.
Losing Bravo. Losing B. Lost B.
Napalm strike ready for delivery.
Taking Bravo underway.
Enemies tagged.
We're losing Alpha.
Subtext front.
Archangel prepping fire.
Well, okay, and I see your point. But what I'm saying is, like with certain games, like when they made the and I'm definitely going to give this to Nintendo because they've done this.
Losing B.
But remember Nintendo when they?
Strategic bomber.
No, I'm just saying.
Losing A.
Well, no, what I'm saying is when they made that
Hostile
version of Mario Kart. Yeah, I can understand people would spend close to $200 to $400 trying to get what they need.
We're losing Alpha.
Well, I get that. I get what you meant there, but I'm just I get what you meant there, but it's just.
I'm not your enemy.
Bravo.
Grim Reaper going live.
Losing A.
Oh yeah. I've heard about that.
TACOM. Nocturne requesting napalm strike.
Phoenix 1-1 in your AOR. Commencing with
Yeah.
Securing B.
Well, yeah.
Phoenix 1-1.
Yeah, kind of like how kids do those pranks on YouTube where basically they steal someone's credit card and basically they decide, oh hey, well we're just gonna spend this amount of money on.
Enemy RCXD detected. Bravo zone secure. Losing Bravo.
Well, I know it's the.
B.
I understand that.
Flashbang incoming.
I mean,
Taking C.
Enemies tagged. Enemy
Enemy
Molotov
UAV
incoming.
inbound. Report to the nearest extraction point. I have to make a call.
okay, but okay, oh, trust me, I know how you feel there.
Lie down.
Well, I'm not saying it's a prank, but some people would assume it's a prank. I mean, remember.
Hostile sniper down. Move.
Okay, I understand, dude. I understand where you're going from. Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to cause a fight. I'm understanding everything, and I'm not trying to cause a fight. I'm just saying, like I said, previous conversation. Some gotcha games, I do think, yeah, it kind of raises some people who are not used to gambling addictions. But there are people that play it not for the gambling aspect. You see what I'm saying? Oh. I think I've heard. I think I have a friend of mine who actually played it. Yeah.
Lead dive.
Get down. Get on your feet.
Okay, but some gotcha games are trying to get away from that. Well, and I get, again, I'm not trying to sound like I'm causing a debate, okay? I'm just saying I understand both perspectives. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Well, I know. I'm just saying I'm not trying to cause a debate. I'm just saying like, because that gotcha game, right? Yeah, like with the and I even saw it, but kind of like with the Ethan Klein and Hassan Piker tidbit.
Hey, check your damn targets.
Yeah, I get you. But you guys never watched that debate, did you? Between Hassan Piker and Ethan Klein? Well, it was like a 5-hour debate, but with all due respect, and I don't care if he sees this, but I say Hassan Piker was pretty much an idiot. And honestly, in my opinion, and this is just my honest opinion, they need to go through the U.S. Senate and have his U.S. Citizenship revoked. That's... What two, Drag? What two? And I played both. They're both not that bad. Okay. Okay, what about, Okay, here's a good question. What about, Shoot. What about One Piece? Now, if you slam One Piece, man, I'm sorry, but I know. Just go ahead and take a look. But like I got you. Well, honestly, I did like the game because you could make your own team. Because you can make your own teams, you can do all that stuff, and it was really good. I mean, like, you know. I mean, I'm not trying to cause an argument. I'm just saying I literally thought that One Piece Gacha game was pretty good because you could make your own teams, you could do all that stuff, you know. And like I said, I don't judge gacha games. I mean, if some people. Okay, shoot. Well, they do events from time to time, and then you could just get stuff by luck of the draw. Well, I see your point. Okay. Okay, I definitely have a game for you that you might be able to play that you might like. Well, no, it's not a gacha game. It's a game called River City Girls. And I'm being honest, I've seen gameplay of it. I wanted to play it for a good while. And you can even look it up.
Damn it, they must have hacked our comms. Go dark. We'll pick you up later.
Uh, oh. Sorry, chat. Give me 1 second. I wanted to check where I was at on the melee weapon real quick before the match starts. Okay, so we just... Oh, great. Okay, so on the Nunchaku, we just got up to the Dark Spine. Now we just have to get 5 kills without dying 3 times, and that's the end of the game. And that's it for the Nunchakus.
hard point. Playtime's over. Let's see what you're made of. Hostile at the hard point.
Enemy shot charge.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint active. Hardpoint is secure. Hostile captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Is the face scan working?
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint located.
Point guard.
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint is active. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
If I
Threats identified.
Hardpoint is secure.
Sit down, buddy.
Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint active. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down.
I'm playing the long game.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Watch your hardpoint. I'm on your side.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked
Just
down.
working out the kinks.
Hardpoint located.
oh
Hostile Molotov.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
okay, guys. I don't know if the first I don't know if the first one counted towards the five kills without dying. But I think I gotta get 5 kills without dying, and I already got 2. But remember, I had to use a blast trap to help me out with 1. Oh boy. Righty doity, let's see.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint active.
Okay, so, Jesse, just so I could ask you, so, so you said you was gonna reload, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels game? Oh, I thought you did. My bad. Well, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, but you basically go around earning gems for events and stuff, and you basically can build decks and stuff. The deck I'm running with is the Vortex of Magic deck, which I modified a little bit, even though it's a structure deck.
Hardpoint set. Hardpoint locked down.
Well, true, but in the games, like you can choose to read the paragraph and read the effects, but at the same time, they can also help you be like, oh, okay, so this is what this effect does, and then perform the effect.
Something you want to set the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint identified.
Kind of like the
Hardpoint active. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
oh.
Hardpoint locked down.
Well, and plus, I know some people don't like. Yeah, well, and I know some people don't like some of the systems that they added, like when it.
Get down, frag!
Hardpoint is active. Hardpoint is secure.
I'm here.
Hostiles have captured the
Yep.
hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down.
Okay, we're back.
Well, okay.
Hardpoint identified.
Oh well. Okay. Okay, Jesse. Link summon.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint active.
Well, no. Pendulum summonings are the monsters that go in your spells and traps.
Hardpoint is secure. Hostiles
Yeah.
have captured the hardpoint.
Well, you got okay. Okay, hold on. Well, Yu-Gi-Oh can have its ups and downs, but it's also like chess. You gotta, when you look at the cards.
Clock ticking, Black Ops. Close this shit down. Hardpoint locked down.
Well,
Hard point located.
like with the pet.
Hard point is active. Hard point is secure.
Spectrum.
Hard point locked down. Hostiles have captured the hard point. Hard point identified. Hard point active.
Yeah,
Hard point is secure.
exactly. Cause with yeah, cause
We got the lead. Now hold it. Hostiles have the hard point.
Using our gate.
Hard point located.
okay, okay.
Enemy sniper working.
Hard point check. Hostiles have
Can I
captured the hard
interject
point.
now, Rolf?
Hard point locked down.
Okay, but Jesse, what he means is like, and I'll try to explain it as best I can. So, like, say someone's running a pendulum deck. Their deck could usually consist of like Odd-Eyed Dragon, all the Performer PAL cards.
This shit ain't
I know,
working.
I know,
Lost the advantage.
I know. I'm just giving them an example. So basically, like, if someone plays a Performer PAL and it's a pendulum summoning, they contribute some in the pendulum cards and put it back in their extra deck. So then, like, when they play the pendulum cards, they can easily re-summon everything that's in their extra deck back to the field and reuse the same technique.
Hard
And
point
it,
identified.
yeah. I mean,
All operators to your nearest CCP. We just got our asses handed to us.
Woods, we need to rethink our strategy here.
Bot kill, there's your bar. It's a low one. What are the rest of you doing?
okay. Okay. Okay, Jesse, you're getting a little hyper. Can you notch it down a little bit, please? But nah, hold on. Well, you get, but but as I explained, but as I explained, Jesse, basically Yu-Gi-Oh, you also have to think like a game of chess. Well, I know, but I know you played the game at a card shop there, dude. But what I'm saying, well, they didn't really. Oh, dude.
Overdrive. Green light. Go, go, go. We've taken control. We're pulling ahead.
Look out! I am Seth Rogen, motherfucker!
We got the lead. Now hold it.
Tactical incoming! Yeah, watch it!
Oh, that's the wrong player. Man, I just got killed by Coach Buzzcut again.
Hey, incoming lethal! Sorry, this is my first time doing warfare. Hey, incoming lethal! Tactical incoming!
Oh yeah.
Tactical incoming! Maybe I should not have smoked before entering heavy combat, but oh well.
Oh. Ah.
Tactical incoming!
Oh, get back here, Coach Buzzcut. Oh, and I got blown up.
Hey, when do I get to drive a tank? Is that a thing?
Well, you guys can join me on Call of Duty and help me out on zombies. I mean, if you guys want to, I'm not trying to sound rude and say, hey, you have to. You know what I'm. But yeah, like I said, if I can get a computer that can allow me to do Steam, so I can do live streaming from there, I might actually try that What Up Musume Gacha game. Because, like I said, it has been pretty popular on YouTube. Oh, I'm dead. Well, to be fair, I'm not gooning over it. I'm just saying the game looks good, and it looks like it's really a good game. You know, I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to start a debate. I'm just saying, to me, the game looks good. Okay, just out of respect, you know.
Crimson's in a sleeper. Trust no one.
Yeah, I've seen gameplay on that, and it. To me, it just doesn't look that great. I mean, I'm not judging. It just, to me, it just looks more complex. Oh, and I got my dark matter. All right, so we're gonna get to the tally sticks. What? I don't even want to know. I don't know. Don't even want to know. And okay. No, okay. All right, bro. Just for the record, honestly, there is one game I think you should. Well, there's one game I think you should do a live stream for. Okay, okay, wise guy. There is a game I think you should play and live stream. It's called Honey Pop.
Perfect execution. The Pantheon's probably pissing
Oh,
themselves.
sure.
Did
Real classy.
I did not. I've seen that. I've seen the trailer. No, it's not. I actually see. No. It's okay. Look at the trailer. Look at the trailer. Oh, jeez. Uh, uh, really? You gotta give. Okay, then ask him. Then ask him about. Then ask him about. Then ask him about the other one that I told you about.
Kill confirmed. Lead time.
Okay, then ask him about the other game I was telling you about earlier. Ask him. Okay. Okay. What? What's going on? Okay, for starters, I picked the game because basically the gameplay looks good. And I even told him about the other one. It's called Urda Musume Pretty Derby. And it is popular on YouTube. Woo! Oh dear Lord have. Okay, no, hang on, hang on. Okay, then maybe you can debate. Okay, here's another one I'm gonna recommend. But there's a game called Uda Musume Pretty Derby. You play it? And I told Rolf that it is a good game. Okay. Oh! 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 Yeah, then he must. They. Oh dear, look. Okay. What in the name? What in the name? Come on, we're not weirdos. The first off, I recommend those gacha games because, like I said, they're popular on YouTube, and let alone that. Second of all, well, no, I'm not. Dude, you give me a hard time because I watch animes for the story, not for the fan service. You give me a hard time on that. Okay. Okay. I do. I mean, yeah. Thank you, Geraldo. Thank you, Geraldo. Well, I do. Okay, but my point is, like I said, I do watch the anime for the story. It had a good story to it. I mean, yes, they do have some revealing stuff left and right. Kind of like how I watch, like, example. Well, I still... Well, I still wish that... Well, I'll be honest with you. I still hope they come out with season 5 soon, because leaving us off at season 4 is not good. And it's really want me, and part of me is like, man, I really want them to continue the manga or the story, or basically, you know. But, like... Oh, jeez. But... Okay, Okay.
We have the edge, but don't get caught.
Okay, Geraldo, I'll be. Not really. Well, no. Hold on. No. Hold on. It's called Monster Musume. Okay, that's it. Yes.
Still making noise.
Well, no, M-O. Monster Musume. But I am telling you. Okay, yes, in the first fight. But let's not forget. Okay, but look for English dub, because English dub is a bit better.
That's right, you shithead. The CIA's nothing
What, you want me to
without
say
us.
something wise? Good job, I guess.
Tracking enemy. Goodbye. Stun incoming.
Yeah, because Monster Musume, basically they're half human, half monster. So she's a lami. So it's basically Greek myth. Okay, no. Jesse, let me explain it this way. They use Greek mythology terms like centaur. No. No. Okay, Poppy the Happy Harvey is not a. Thank you, Geraldo. Thank you. No. Okay, no. Oh, geez. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, okay. No. I watch it for the story, first of all. I watch it for the story. Scout's ladder on that one. And second of all, well, they didn't get into the story yet, but they go. No. They would get into the background of how she wound up there when after they show that scene.
Here we go.
Well, okay, that's how some animes work. Okay. No, hang on. Okay, Jesse. Okay, Jesse. Just to prove my point, look up the ice cream scene from Monster Musume. And chat, before y'all look it up, I would recommend if you're 18 above and you can handle it, then yeah, I would suggest you can look it up. But if you're under the age of 18, boom. No. Don't look at the GIF. Look at the actual scene. Cause look at the scene. No, just no. Poppy Happy Harpy. But
Located shock charge.
just keep watching. Just keep watching. No, you gotta. But you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. Yeah, yeah, but you gotta. No, you gotta watch the full scene.
Tally shock charge.
What are you doing? Okay. I watch it for the story, okay? I mean, I like that. No, I watch it. No. Yeah. I watch it for the storyline. I watch it. Yes. Okay, then you lost your dog on mine, boy. Okay. Then look up this one. Not Mr. Mistman. I can't even speak right. Okay, look up Sekirei. Okay? Now that one has a story to it. No. Sekirei, yeah. Sekirei has a good... No. But the story to it! Okay, Sekirei. Hold on, let me get my DVD set real quick. Chad, sorry you got a movie done. No, go on. Okay. No, it's Sekiirei. No, but read the plot of the story. It should tell you the plot of the story right there on Google.
Snipers ready eliminated.
Oxycobby. Okay. What the heck is CCS? Trust me, with all due respect, I was able to... Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on a second, guys. G Secret, believe me, the reason why I say that if you're, that we're discussing it is because I'm talking to my friends on my Discord through my PS5, and basically, yeah, and basically, oh, hey, hold on, Rolf, can you give me a second real quick to explain it to the chat real quick? Okay, thank you. But G Secret, like I said, the reason why I said not to search it up is because, like, in case there's like kids under the age of 18 and they can't watch those animes because they're TVMA. That's the reason why I gave a fair warning, because I don't want to be blamed if kids see anything conspicuous or construed, and then basically they wind up asking their parents about it, and then it comes back and bites me in the butt. That's the reason why right there.
Eyes on hostile Semtex.
Anywho, but back to the conversation. Okay, but some animes I have watched, they do have good storylines. Like, for example, Beastars is definitely a good one that has a good storyline to it. Okay, no,
Hell of an effort.
no,
everyone.
hang on.
We earned that.
Okay. And sometimes she'll sit there. Sometimes she'll watch it with me. Yes. No. Okay, no. But here's the thing, though. But I couldn't even watch Demon Slayer because right when it starts off, like, if you watch Demon Slayer, no. Mother Fujitora, are you out of your mind? Like, geez, I'm coming. Okay, no. You're jumping to conclusions because the thing is, and I'm gonna explain this. The thing is, like I said, and I even swear on Scout's honor that I watch those animes for the storyline only, nothing more. Point blank. And second of all, there were a couple times. No, I already explained that. No. Hold on. No. Okay, I've even explained this to my chat. Okay, me and my girl, we've been together for 2 years. Okay, me and her, well, ex-girlfriend. When we were together, me and her made a promise that before we take any advances, because I'm keeping it PG, if we took any advances or hit any bases, then basically we would discuss it like mature adults.
Take a seat.
One, because
No, Charlie, lock down.
no, because I was being a gentleman. Because okay.
Securing B.
Because I am not. I am. Okay, I'm not trying to lose my cool, but no, I don't go at all. Okay, but my point is, look, no, it's just I was raised as a proper gentleman, and I was always taught to be respectable, and I didn't want to, and to be. Well, the thing. Well, the thing. Well, the thing is, I was kind of Well, no, I didn't. No, I never. No, I, ne- I never. I never did call her anything. The thing it was, the thing.
Losing B.
No,
Bravo.
first off, the reason why I didn't is because I was kind of worried that if I was to do something and it overpushed the limit, then I would have hurt her in any way. So, which is why we made that agreement that before we done anything, we would sit down, discuss it, just to make sure things would be kosher. That she never told me once.
We're losing Alpha.
That's what I'm saying. She never told me once.
Bravo zone secure.
I would count. Well, just.
We're gonna score. Next call. Napalm strike inbound. Losing A. Heads up. Hostage care package inbound. Losing
Well.
Bravo.
Initiating
Secure
objective
C.
control.
No, well, I get. Well, that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, and like I said, Jason, because this is what I'm trying to say,
LDP
is because I was concerned that I would step a toe out of line, that we would communicate before we done anything. That's why. That's why. But she forgot about that, and around Christmas, after I gave her her gifts, she decided to up and cheat on me after she moved. No, I didn't.
Losing B. We've taken control.
I trust. Okay, okay. Here's the thing. Like I said, we were together. Well, I tried. Okay, and chat, chat on the record, because I know I'm probably gonna get lashed back for this, but on the record, I am being honest here. But yes, I did try to make a move, but then every time I did, in my subconscious, I think, well, what if I put a toe out of line, or what if my sides get too feral? Or too out of control. That's why that's why we discussed the rule that before we do. But the thing, but what I'm saying is, because of how I was. But what I'm saying is, with how I was concerned, because I didn't want to feel like I was over pushing it, or I didn't want to feel like I would hurt anybody in any way. That's why I set the rule. We communicate first. We talk things out just so we know each other a little better. And we. But Geraldo, you see, because I'm pretty sure Jesse, because I'm pretty sure Jesse doesn't see it. But you get my concern, don't you? Come on, like it. But you get my point of perspective. Like, even though we've been together for 2 years, I didn't want to. Oh.
Losing B.
5 down.
Well, that wasn't no. Well, there was that, but
We're losing Alpha.
Semtex, front! Hostile gone.
well, Jesse, let's put it this way. I've been studying certain books, and basically the rules state you have to be able to communicate within a certain amount of time and set up guidelines. Okay, but I can't really say what kind of books because I'm trying to keep it PG. But it's based off a movie, and you know what movie? But it has a number, a shade, and a color. No, not with Tyler Perry. No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
Hostile grenade.
I don't even want to know what. I don't even want to know what he gets to. But oh dear Lord, have mercy. But
Losing B. Enemy care package above. Bravo, lost.
oh my Lord.
Rocket down, Bravo.
I can't feel my butt.
Bravo is ours.
Hey, he made pretty good movies though. Hey, he made good movies like the Transformer series, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Well, he didn't overdo it.
Losing Bravo.
Capturing the objective as tagged.
I'm pretty sure that's not the reason. But beside the point, I know one movie that everyone seems to critique, pretty much. What was it? I can't even remember that dang movie. But I've seen his version of Suicide Squad.
Spring mine spotted.
Finish lines in sight. Don't let up. Hostile scout pulse in your AO. Taking B. Enemy napalm strike incoming. We're losing Alpha. Taking Bravo underway.
Okay, no. Real funny.
Hostile LTPR drop detected. Losing A. We've lost A. Hostile UAV.
You're never gonna let this go, are you?
Heads up. Hostile care package inbound. Taking Alpha. CIA's a bunch of proud bastards.
Clean
They
win.
won't forget
Good
this.
shit.
Matey, it's been a minute. How you going?
Can I not repeat? I can't really repeat that because I'm on stream. Oh, come on. Oh, well, wasn't that? Okay, I did call her my sweet little honey bunny. I did call her that. That was not bad. That was not bad. Anybody would call their girl that. Anybody would. Trust me. I will say this. I do have one friend of mine who, and I'm not gonna say why, but he always calls his girlfriend his sweet little Lola bunny. Okay, I I don't judge. I asked him about it, and he told me flat, no. Okay, look up Space Jam for crying out loud. Jeez, I'm crumbly. But beside the point. Like I said, basically he called her. Basically, he called her his sweet little Lola bunny, and and basically she called him his her sexy Bugs Bunny. Every time I was out, I don't know why. Well, well. Oh, there.
We've taken the lead. Stay on task.
Well, well, put it this way. Well, put it this way. Whenever I tried, we'd freeze up because basically because her parents, who approved of our relationship, kept trying to push us together. That's where we freeze up. Okay.
Hostiles reclaimed the lead. The lead is ours.
Well. No, she didn't, but...
We're winning. Keep it that way.
They just have a close relationship. I'm not gonna blame it. Oh, trust me. Well, trust me. How many times have you involved people and basically they... Well, no, but because I went to... But what?
Yeah, man. I was totally acting in self-defense.
Well, And like I...
5 kills.
Well, and like I said, her mom was putting us together because she felt like I was a perfect match for her. Okay? And I'm gonna be honest there. And like I said, after the mess, they got in contact with me and I did snap a cap. I flat out said that if she were to ever try to crawl back to me, apologizing and stuff like that, unless the first words out of her mouth were "I'm sorry" and what happened was a mistake, then I'd listen. But if she starts going off like crazy, then it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna listen. No kidding. And here's the stupid thing out of all of it. Whenever I said the terms "honey, is something wrong," or "babe, is something on your mind," I gave her a plethora of chances to tell me if she was unhappy with the relationship, and if she wanted to break up. I gave her a plethora of chances, and the whole time she kept dodging the bullet. No, this would be relationship number 37. No, this is number 37. 36 times. Okay. First off, chat, I am going to explain this mess, and then if Rolf will keep quiet.
All threats neutralized. Scour the area. Find whatever
No.
they're hiding.
No targets down.
Let me explain it, and then you'll get what I mean. I've tried to date 36 girls in my life, but every time I felt like I found the right one, I got the same kind of treatment. I got the "sorry you're not my type," "sorry I have a boyfriend or a girlfriend," "it's not you, it's me" routine, and the popular "ain't gonna happen." When my ex came into my life, that was number 37. We dated for 2 years. I had a feeling that during the relationship she was unhappy, and whenever I dropped the bomb, Dude, like I said, my mind keeps a mental scorebook on how bad things went. And like I said, I've been in 36 attempted relationships and tried. My ex was number 37, and it was an actual relationship. Only lasted for 2 years, and then she decided up and cheat on me. Okay? That's pretty much it. And I mean, and after the whole been cheated on and felt like my heart got ripped out of my chest and pretty much blown up, I swear, if I hear one more firework blowing off my system, I'm gonna go out and take every single firework and just burn them. But as I was saying, Jesse, out of all those times, the 36 attempt, I tried to be a gentleman. I tried to be civil, and if they had any kind of specials, then I wanted to make sure I had everything up to par. But then when it came to officially ask, that's when the whole "sorry you're not my type," "sorry I have a boyfriend or a girlfriend," the "it's not you, it's me" routine, and the popular "ain't ever gonna happen." Out of the 36 attempts, that's what happened. And then, like I said, with my ex, that was number 37. That was an actual relationship. We've been together for 2 years. And in a relationship, you're supposed to be civil, communicative, honest, which she broke that code. So basically, that put me on the leeway.
Losing Charlie. B died. Securing B.
Yeah, my ex was my first actual. Right.
We're losing Alpha. We're losing all zones.
Yeah.
We're taking all zones. Bravo lost.
But
Losing A.
but I had 36 attempts.
All zones lost. You've fallen behind.
It's been. I try not to. I tried to. Okay, I try.
Securing Alpha.
It's not the fact that I talked. When I mean attempt, it means I actually talked to them, was civil, and done all that stuff.
Lock down A.
No, I'm not.
Locking down Charlie.
Look, in my family, it's the same way. When we've been through, and Chad, I'm sorry to use this phrase, but when we've been through hell in a handbasket in an attempted relationship, we keep count because it helps us remember the pain we've been through. Okay? Does that make a little more sense to you?
Let's take it to B. Take it A.
Exactly. Or like if they list a feature on me that they feel is uncomfortable, or they pretty much act like the snooty cheerleaders and say like, oh well you're you're a freaking nerd and da 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 da, and we like totally don't want to date you and da 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 da. So basically, so that's basically, and trust me, my family's the same way.
Securing C.
I try to let go,
Take it Bravo.
but it.
Underway. Take it B.
Okay, but the thing is, I did talk to a buddy of mine who basically is kind of a licensed therapist, but not really. But he told me the reason why I probably do this is because the fact is I'm concerned that I would get hurt again. So by remembering the attempts and the actual relationship, which the number right there is 37, then basically if I remember all those, then I would know what not to do to get hurt again. That's his theory.
Zone Alpha captured.
To be honest, yeah. I just want to have... I mean, Jesse, the thing is, I would like to have that perfect relationship. Like, have a perfect... have a perfect relationship where I could find somebody that's kind of like me. I mean, like, if she's into certain things, then it's like, yeah, we can communicate. We can try to balance. We can try to make sure things are right. Probably into gaming and cosplaying. Just... But, just to be on an equal fight, so that way we don't have any arguments or any fights and be like oil and water. So, you see my point.
Take it out.
Yeah, out of like a 1 in 100 chance. Um, yeah, well, I'm actually on a
We're
couple.
losing Charlie. Losing B.
So. But I just can't say what they are.
They're taking C. All zones lost. Taking A. Locking down Charlie. All zones are being locked down. Control zone C.
Okay,
Bravo.
let me hold on. Let me explain one thing. On one of the apps, I did have a girl that's from the same state as I am send me a photo of her dressed up like Beelzebub from Hell of a Boss. But I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna describe it fully because for starters, you know, like I said, live streaming. But let's just say it's it was pretty much in the TVMA category. You see, you get what I'm saying there?
Charlie.
Well, she kind of sent me the cosplay picture, but she was kind of like my ex. Kind of get what I get. I'm making sure you get what I'm putting out on the table.
Lock it down, Bravo. We're losing Alpha. Securing B.
Okay, bro, you remember when I told you what the picture was that my ex sent me?
All zones lost.
I'm saying, and and she had a tail. Okay. Okay. Jesse, you might have to do this, but Jesse, look up a picture of Beelzebub from Hell of a Boss, or to shorten it, look up Queen Bee of Gluttony, and then put Hell of a Boss.
Securing zone A. Bravo is on.
Of Gluttony. Yeah.
Securing C.
Yeah.
Taking A.
Honestly, it was about roughly a month ago, and I did reply to her. But then when well, I don't want to say. I said what I said was well, what I did reply, I started off with a flirt by saying,
Take it Alpha.
no, well, basically,
Lock down A.
no, I started out with a flirt when she sent me the photo, and I said, wow, the queen bee of gluttony, and sexy to boot. Now we're missing cotton candy for the big shoot. That's what I said. So I did a flirt with a picture of a poem or a rhyme, you know?
Securing B. Securing zone A.
Well, I mean, she read it, and she did reply, Well, she said that was kind of cute coming from me, and you know, and she said you probably wish I had cotton candy. Not gonna say specifically for what reason, but you know. But then after I replied, we got to talking, and then after a while, she and I were distant and distant. See what I'm saying? Well, I did, No, I did,
Zone.
but then she told me she was busy, and then when she asked me when my days off were, replied I didn't have many days off, and then we just got distant that we didn't reply to each other.
Off station.
Well, right. Okay, I was trying to say it like.
Backup's not coming. You want to get out of this alive? You better step up.
There is nothing wrong with my socializing.
Losing Bravo.
How is it screwed, with all due respect? Or how is it Fujitora?
All zones lost. Mission shit. I'm pulling the plug.
Okay,
Time to fade.
when I live stream, I do a system where I don't say the actual curse word, but I say a word that starts with the same basics. It's basically to help. Well, it's basically to help me cut back on my cussing. Yeah, I think it is. I think. Okay. You know, if he does, I'm sorry to say it, but if he does it, he could definitely pull off doing Beavis's signature thing, the whole Great Cornholio thing. He could definitely pull it off because he's got that voice. What is wrong with my What is wrong with my system? It's to help me cut back from cussing. That's for sure enough. I try. Well, hey, To be fair, to be fair, I've had a few comments. People pretty much.
Kill confirmed. Another day in paradise, Black Ops.
Well, you gotta think about it.
Nice. We're pulling ahead.
Exactly. So it's like but it's not really swearing. No, technically. Well, it doesn't. Well, man. I'm just saying, I'm trying to cut back on my cussing so I can learn to keep a better option around family. Because, like I said, with my nieces and nephews, I've been trying to cut back on the swearing because pretty much they've been hearing enough of it, where basically I feel like they're becoming more foul-mouthed. So that's why I try to cut back a little bit to show, hey, you know, there's proper ways to say something and improper ways to say something.
Watch your target ID.
I'm just saying. I try to find better options. Plus the other point is okay. Let's backpedal here because seriously, you guys have been knocking me a little bit all night tonight. First you get on me because I admit that I watch certain animes for the storyline. Like, for example, I watch Yes. Like, for example, Heaven's Lost. For example, okay. For example, okay. Like, for example, Heaven's Lost Property. Girls Bravo. I have no idea.
Spotted enemy spring mine.
But beside it. No, but beside the point.
Enemy scout pulse detected.
Woo. But no, but like I was saying, so the animes I watch that everyone keeps on accusing of being a little, you know. Okay, so I watch Deers. I watch Girls Bravo. I watch Sekirei. I watch. Beside the point, I watch High School DxD. I watch pretty much every anime that's TVMA that people claim to be in the wrong category. Okay? But I watch it for the storyline. Okay? That's a. I mean, it's not that bad of an anime. I mean, yeah. Food Wars, I thought was pretty good. I mean, even though some people make complaints about certain things, but still. But yeah, but the thing that really gets my goat that people make the one complaint about with Girls Bravo is how they start the storyline.
Planning on giving up, do it now. If not, get to work.
I never seen that one. I never seen that one. I never seen that one, and I may have to see that. Oh, come on, no!
RTB, Black Ops. We need to have a fucking conversation.
It's over. Collect the wounded and get to the CCP.
Exactly. How many of them? What shows have I watched?
The deck's paid in full.
None. Like I said, I watch them for the storyline. Well, I could. Well. No, I would say no. Not like I said, none because like I said, I just don't. No, because no, because because I'm not like any other person that would go out of control even around anime. I actually have a little thing called self-control. Anybody. Are you on it? Yeah, then y'all have gone cuckoo cachoo nuts. Yes. Oh. Yeah, but Oh. I'm not. It's be- okay. Okay. It's it's because it's because I got self-control. Anybody with a brain could. I mean, like, let's put it this way. Like, for example, and I'm gonna give. Oh, it's not. It's basically. Okay. Okay.
Overdrive.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, like I said, I do watch the animes for the lore. Like, for example, and to bring this up again, I like the anime Deers. Okay, and Jesse, if you don't know what Deers is, just look it up. It's capital D, lowercase EARS, and then it should show up on Google. You can read the plot and watch a couple scenes from it. But I am telling you, I do watch those animes for the lore and the story. That's it. Yeah, Deers. Dog and scissors. Honestly, no. Like I said, no. Like I said, I just have self-control.
We've
I'm
taken
just
control.
okay, yeah, not all the time they make that kind of stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Heads down. Sniper. Shots removed.
Sit rep. LDPR incoming.
Okay, all right. Let me ask you something here. Okay, look up a clip from Deers. And then there's one clip that you might find interesting. Look up the teacher, Miss Mitsuka.
Using thermal.
No, if I'm right, and I remember the Deers characters, that one is Mew. The green haired would be Ren. So, no, the teacher would have, like, black hair. And just put, Deers and then put the teacher. And then put Clip. Alright, look up Clip and watch the whole clip. Oh. Well, look at that. What?
Hostile UAV established overhead.
Well, like I said, I just know I have self-control. That's the thing. What? And that. Well, I can't really answer the questions. You guys have put me on the blind spot here. Yeah, it did. But like when it comes with the enemies, I do have self-control. That's the thing. Okay? That's the best way. Okay,
You gonna let a bunch of company assholes beat you? Fight back, damn it!
okay. Anyway, but yeah, but Jesse, did you look up that clip, by the way, just to finish my point? What did?
My bad.
What exactly did? Hold on. Let me. Just give me a hot minute. Which is my doggone. Oh. It's okay. The oh, jeez. Well, okay, okay. When I will be upfront and I'll say this, but when me and my girl were having relationship issues, yeah, I talked to a few buddies of mine, you know, going through some therapy. That's it. And they say the way I handle the situation is smart and respectable. That's it. That's the only thing I could say because I just didn't know how exactly what else I would be doing or what else I'd be doing wrong. That's what I'm saying. Well, I would be respectable. Like if we went out on a date, I'd pull their chair out like a gentleman. We would have civil conversations, and then I would try to watch the topic because some people believe if you don't watch the topic, then long story short, it could pretty much shoot you in the foot, or pretty. Not really.
Work quick and clean. No witnesses.
You just made a fatal mistake. Enemy grenade.
Throwing Semtex. Hostile done.
Well, and like I said, a few times, like if we're out on a date and like when we meet up, I would politely, I would, as a gesture of polite, I would kiss their hand and be polite. That's pretty much what I would do first thing. And then, like when we go to eat, I'd pull their chair out, be respectable, try not to overstep any boundaries, which like any gentleman would do. It's called politeness. There are a lot of things that. Well, I guess sometimes I guess sometimes when I try to make the moves, I always think because of how I am, I always fear I would mess something up 3 ways to Sunday. I mean, you get what I'm saying.
We've claimed the advantage. Now hold it.
Well, well, crap, my controller died. Well, and the other thing I could say is, like, you know, I tried to make a move, but then I'd stop and doubt myself. It's kind of like a game of chess. Well, the thing is, with me, it's like a game of chess. Like, you think you know the move, and you go to make the move, but then you doubt and you stop. See what I'm saying? Or kind of like...
Hold the line, Crimson. This is ours to lose. Mission goals agreed. Dispatching teams to mop up survivors.
Did you really have to make a... okay. Oh, did you really have to reference a Stacy's mom jokes? Like, seriously? Okay. Okay. I... Okay. Here we go. I wasn't weird. Okay, Jesse, I sent you the clip you'll need. By the way.
Flashbang, son. We got the lead. Now hold it.
Yeah, and see that.
Overdrive. Let them have it, Black Ops.
Yeah.
You're falling behind. Come on, you're losing this fight.
Well, it's not weird. I kind of get it's the normality of it, but what I'm saying, well, all right. And I mean, yeah, I get what you I get. And like I said, I get what you're saying. Kind of like the whole, and chat, I am bringing up an incident in my past, but no, but I just don't want, the other thing is, I just don't want to relive the FurryCon mistake. That's all. Okay, that's good. I will try to explain it, but I'm gonna try to keep it PG. So, a buddy of mine took me to a FurryCon, okay, and basically to get in, if you they have two females, and basically they would smell your sin. If you're a veteran, they would give you a quick sniff, move you on. If you're a newbie, then they would lick the back of your neck to signify, hey, he's new, so you know, that kind of deal. So, you know, so me and my friend, we went through the thing. Like I said, he was a veteran, so he went through. I was a newbie, so I got licked on the back of the neck. So, well, at the time, I accidentally 50-50. I mean, it was hot. Don't get me wrong, but I'm man enough to admit it. It was kind of hot, but beside the point. So me and my friend was walking around, and I ended up dropping my wallet. Okay, so this one girl who actually was doing her thing at a FurryCon found my wallet, picked it up like she was a pup, and was following me around. Now, this was yes, no. I mean, like she was roaming around and on board, and she was a blankist. First off, do you know what I'm talking about? Well, think about it. A person that is a blankist, even in public, out of public. The word starts with an N.
You fucking stop locking the door. Nobody for me.
But the word starts with an N. And an N. Yes. Okay, but yeah. Well, that's the thing, Like I said, she was following me around the whole time, and I didn't know she had my wallet in my back. I mean, because like I said, me and my friend was at the convention. My wallet fell out of my back pocket. and she pretty much picked it up and was following me around. Well, me and my friend, we went to this cosplay kind of deal where they actually feed you out of bowls, like food and beverage, stuff like that. So, like the old saying goes, when in Rome, do what the Romans do. So when that happened, my friend offered to pay for my meal. I was like, nah, man, I got it. And then when I realized I lost my wallet, basically, my friend paid for our meal, and I was like, dude, I'll pay you back for it once we find my wallet. So I'm freaking out. I checked all my pockets. Well, the girl pops up, pats my leg with her hand, and then she's sitting there like a pup and has my wallet between her teeth. So, I took the wallet. I mean, like, she wasn't talkative, and I politely thanked her, and, she was just sitting there, and I'm like, well, what else could she possibly want? I did thank her. I was civil. And so, but what happened was I put my hand down. I pet her head like she was a pup, and then she came up, licked my cheek, and took off. I never got her number or nothing. So I made a mistake there. So you see my point. I don't want to make another mistake like that. What? It was like, it was like the thought of getting her number never really hit me until after we left. Because, like, me and my friend, we was heading home, and then my friend said something about it, and I'm like, and I think to myself, you dumb Fujitora, how the heck did you get seduced by a cute girl and then not get her doggone number? See my point?
Crimson's falling back. Hell of a show today, Black Ops.
Well, and like I said, I tried to. Well, right, but some will pull like the Harley Quinn, like they'll be all cute and cuddly, and then they'll do something crazy to you that they've dropped the hint. Hey, I want to be with you. That's pretty much the copacetic right there. So, just to make it like a metaphor, so I can understand. So you're basically saying it's like ballroom dancing. When you're dancing with the female, the gentleman takes the lead, not the female taking the lead.
All right, eyes up.
Oh, okay.
The HVT. Hostile HVT located. Protect our HVT. HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe. They got our HVT. Friendly HVT on site. Keep it safe. HVT under fire. Repeat, HVT under fire. Our HVT has been eliminated. Enemy HVT is down. Protect our HVT. HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe. Enemy HVT on site. Take them out. They got our HVT. Friendly HVT on site. Safe. We took out their HVT. HVT under fire. Repeat, HVT under fire. Hostile HVT located.
Eyes on hostile.
Enemy HVT is down. HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe. Our HVT has been eliminated. Enemy HVT on site. Take them out. Protect our HVT. HVT under fire. Repeat, HVT under fire. We took out their HVT.
Yeah.
Hostile HVT located. HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe. They got our HVT. Enemy HVT is down. Friendly HVT on site. Keep them safe. HVT under fire. Repeat, HVT under fire. Enemy HVT on site. Take them out. We took out their HVT. Our HVT has been eliminated. Hostile HVT located. Protect our HVT. HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe.
Yeah.
They got our HVT. Friendly HVT on site. Keep them safe. HVT under fire. Repeat, HVT under fire. Enemy HVT is down. Stay alert, Black Ops. We got a mole. Enemy HVT on site. Take them out.
Sleeper agent won't be waking up.
Well, and I mean, and with me, like for example, I mean, like if there's a girl I know that's into anime, I will bring up like an anime pickup line here or there, but you know, I will just take things one step at a time, not go too far.
Throwing sand.
Hostile HVT located. Protect our HVT. HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe. They got our HVT. Friendly HVT on site. Keep them safe. HVT under fire. Repeat, HVT under fire. Our HVT has been eliminated. Protect our HVT.
Well, yeah, and I get your point. I get your point there.
HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe. HVT under fire. Repeat, HVT under fire.
Right.
They got our HVT. All right.
Oh.
Eyes up. To the HVT.
Yeah, I'm not that stupid. To be fair, I am not that stupid. Thank you.
Time's not on our side. Finish him. Friendly HVT on site. Keep them safe. HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe. Enemy HVT is down.
I'd never heard of them.
Our HVT has been eliminated. Enemy HVT on site. Take them out. We took out their HVT. Protect our HVT. Hostile HVT located. Enemy HVT is down.
Then I'll try to check it out later when I can.
You think they were just gonna let you walk all over them?
Eyes on enemy. Black Ops don't leave people behind.
Yeah, well, don't forget. Go ahead and watch that Deers clip. By the way, it is part of the anime, but still. And if you want, you can send it to Rolf too, because I'm sure he'll want to see it. Yeah, like I said, I'll try to keep that in mind.
domination. Go time. Capture the objective. We control Zone C. We got the lead. Now hold it.
And like I said, I have had that incident happen a couple times, and I guess part of me is always boneheaded.
B secured. Nice. Pull it ahead.
But
We're losing Charlie. We're losing all zones.
yeah.
Get down, Bravo. Bravo zone secure. Taking out.
I get it.
Taking A.
Well,
Lost B.
to be fair, ever since you smoked that doobie, then pretty much you've been yawning like 23
You're
times.
an alpha. Taking B. They're taking C.
Well,
Securing zone A.
well, it's another term for weed. I mean, if you watch Cheech and Chong, they use a plethora of terms to call weed.
Watchdog Hilo incoming on your location. Taking Bravo underway.
Eyes on
Taking B.
Boy, oh boy. I don't even know what the hell snow is. Wow.
Hostile RCXD in your AO.
Oh. Yo, Flint, welcome to the stream, brother. What's going on today? If you hear me talking and you can't hear the other people, I'm in a bit of a Discord chat where we've been having a bit of debates. Of course, sooner or later, I'm going to have to get these guys to share their thing and keep things PG, but we can discuss the debates left and right.
Hostile scout pulse in your AO.
Oh, brother.
Rocket down Bravo. Bravo is ours. Enemy RCXD detected.
Oh. If you're gonna get Domino's, Jesse, you should definitely get the stuffed crust pizza.
Losing B. Losing Bravo. Bravo lost.
Jeez.
Securing B. taking C.
What happened?
Hostile UAV established overhead. Take a Bravo underway. Full RCXD in your AO. B locked down. Losing B. We lost B. Net call. Enemy watchdog helo inbound. Securing B.
I've seen it. Wait.
Marking down Bravo.
No, you could. I was gonna say if you're gonna insult somebody, I would say use Pirate Princess Alvida. I know that. I know her from the anime, and that.
Taking B. We got a rat. Someone find that fucking
Okay.
Charlie.
Oh,
Taking A.
I'm doing good, Flint. I'm doing good. Like I said, if I sound like I'm talking crazy because you don't hear anybody else, it's because it's because
Bravo.
it's because I'm talking to it's because I'm talking to a few people in Discord, and they have their settings that don't share voice, and they're being respectable. Well,
Bravo lost.
plus they're acting a bit Looney Toony.
Securing Alpha. They're taking C. Taking B. Backup's not coming. You want to get out of this alive? Better step up. Marking down Bravo.
Oh, yeah. I think I know another analogy about that one, Rolf. Crap, what was the movie? I can't remember the name of the movie, but it's when the guy accidentally sends a tape that was in the TVMA category to his girlfriend, so they travel across the way. No, oh no! Oh my gosh, dude! No, it's not that. It's nothing that big. I can't remember the name of the movie, but basically, basically the guy. Let me explain it. So a guy accidentally sends a. I'm not going to say the word kind of tape. Pretty well, no, having intimacy with another female is the best way I'll put it. No, okay, will you stop? Okay, would you guys put a cork in it on that kind of topic and let me explain the whole scenario? Good doggone. Okay, so basically in the movie, all right, just listen. Basically, okay. Yeah. Okay. It's all right. Okay. So what I was trying to say, basically in the movie, the guy accidentally sends an intimacy tape with him and another girl to his current girlfriend. He finds out he accidentally sent the wrong tape because because they was in a because no tape. I meant to say tape. But basically, he was he was sending a long distance video message to let her know that he was thinking about her and stuff like that. But he accidentally got the tapes mixed up, accidentally sent the wrong tape. So him and a band of misfits, him and a, I'm gonna ignore that. But him and a band of misfits basically travel all the way to the other school she was at because she was at an all girls school, and along the way, the description you had, they ended up at a fraternity full of well, I'm not gonna say it, but it's the opposite of color, the opposite of the color white, and basically, they pretty much trick him because of the whole Johnny Somali thing, where he wears a different color crewman's outfit. Well, one of the guys has intimacy with a female. Kind of like how you described, Rolf.
Overdrive. Earn elimination
No,
medals to increase your combo score.
Oh, Dylan. See, I feel like I can't say anything to you guys because you always find some way to turn it into a joke. I had that there's the reason right there. Lord have mercy. Trust. I already know. Yeah. Okay, just for that one, you better watch the Poppy Happy Heartbeat ice cream scene, the whole thing, not just the mid bit. Yeah. Oh, jeez, I'm permanent. I am not. Okay, does the term I'm live streaming mean anything to you? So I can't really answer. They can't. Yeah, but then they'll probably ask, well, what questions were they asking? And I'm gonna have to find a way. Luckily for me, I know. Okay. Honestly, yeah. Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, for the record, it is a bit embarrassing to ask someone like that. I mean, if it's personal business. And if I gotta figure if I gotta figure it out, Rolf, you told him about the whole incident with my ex. about the pictures. So you remember the whole details about I think the part that probably were plastered on was that her legal guardian was helping her with the pictures sent with me. They're sent to me. She's around my age bracket. Oh.
They're walking all over you. Have some goddamn pride.
Oh, jeez.
Rest and recuperate. Tomorrow you'll be running drills until you drop.
All right. I really, yeah. Let's see. All right. Oh. Hey, hold on, man. Can I close out my stream real quick and then, and we'll continue this. All right. So anyway, guys, as you guys could see, that basically we just got through getting some of our, let me kick the barracks this thing. So as you guys can see, that basically we have gotten up to the gold. We're going to have to work on that, but we can get the Cali sticks up within the week from gold all the way to dark matter. And then we have to work on the axe and the Olympia. But we're going to get back into it as soon as I can. I will try to do a poll on what games to play, but it's going to have to be games I got on the console because, like I said, I haven't gotten my external hard drive yet. I'm hoping to get it at some point in time, but I'm just hoping I can get it soon. And sorry, I had to get a slice of pizza. And guys, I know that everyone's been asking me if I could set up something to where you guys can donate. As much as I appreciate it, guys, I do like doing this because I like to do it because it's like it is a hobby, but at the same time, it's something I love to do. But I will try my best to set up to where if you guys want to send donations, and that's entirely up to you, then I will leave something in my description when you guys check the main channel. But it's going to have to take time and patience because I have to figure stuff out for sure. But for now, guys, sorry. If you guys like the content, make sure to like, subscribe, and favorite. Comment down below. Turn on notification bells so anytime I go live, you get the ring-a-ding-ding. Know I'm in the bling. Depending on where you guys are from, have a good morning, good evening, or good night. And reverse of that, depending on the time zone. And that is it. So, Bach the Rock signing out, and I'll catch you guys soon. If I live stream tonight, there will be a part 3. If I don't stream tonight, then you guys have a good evening. Peace out, and I'll see you guys soon.